Here's something kind of wild. The AI that answers your question in 2 seconds? It might have cost tens of millions of dollars to make, but the answer itself cost less than a penny. Today I want to show you why that gap exists, because once you get it, you understand how the whole AI industry actually works. Okay, so there are two totally different phases in the life of an AI model: training and inference. They look nothing alike. Let me put it this way. Training is study time. Inference is exam time. Think about a med student. They spend years in school. Long nights, thousands of pages, practice problems, mistakes, corrections, more mistakes. It's slow. It's exhausting. It's expensive. Tuition, books, professors, the whole deal. But here's the thing. Once they're a doctor and you walk into their office, they look at you for 10 minutes and tell you what's going on. Fast, cheap, relatively. All that years-long effort gets compressed into a quick, confident answer. That's exactly how AI works. Training is the years of school. Inference is the 10-minute appointment. Let's get concrete. When a company trains a big model like the ones behind ChatGPT or Gemini, they're feeding it enormous amounts of text. We're talking trillions of words. And the computer isn't just reading. It's adjusting itself, billions of tiny internal knobs, over and over, trying to get better at predicting what comes next. This runs on thousands of specialized chips in giant data centers for weeks or months straight. The electricity bill alone can hit millions. The total cost? For the biggest models, somewhere between $50 million and a few $100 million for one training run. It's slow because the model is learning. It's expensive because learning at that scale needs absurd amounts of computing power. And honestly, sometimes it fails and they have to start over. Now flip to inference. Inference is just using the trained model. You type a question. The model takes your words, runs them through all those knobs it already tuned, and spits out an answer. No learning happening. No knob turning. It's just doing the thing it already learned how to do. Like the doctor diagnosing. They're not back in med school. They're just applying what they know. And because it's just applying, it's fast. Usually a second or two. And the cost per question? Often a fraction of a penny. Sometimes literally a tenth of a cent. Here's the magic part. You train the model once. Then you run inference millions, billions of times. Every chat message, every email autocomplete, every Netflix recommendation. That's all inference on a model that finished its schooling a while ago. So the math works out like this. Imagine you spent $100 million training a model. Sounds insane, right? But then a billion people use it. Suddenly the training costs spread across all those uses is, like, 10 cents per person, total, forever. And each individual question costs almost nothing to answer. That's the business model. Big upfront investment, tiny per-use cost. Kind of like building a bridge. Massive cost to build it. Pennies to drive across. This is also why you hear about only a handful of companies building these huge models from scratch. Training is brutally expensive. But using a model? Anyone can do that. A small startup, a solo developer, even your phone. Your phone can run smaller AI models locally because inference is light. It could never train one of those models. Not in a million years of plugged-in charging. And here's a fun consequence. When AI gets cheaper for you over time, it's usually because inference got more efficient, better chips, smarter shortcuts, smaller models that work almost as well. The training cost stays huge in the background, but the per-question cost keeps falling. That's why AI features keep showing up in more apps for free or nearly free. So remember the split. Training, slow, expensive, done once. Inference, fast, cheap, done forever. Study hard once, answer questions a billion times. That's the whole economic engine of modern AI in one idea. Tomorrow we'll zoom into those billions of tiny knobs I mentioned. They're called parameters and weights, and they're the real secret to how a model knows anything at all. See you tomorrow on AI in 5.